Hey everybody, welcome to Raging Cajuns Comic and Collectible Treasures number 25. I'm JD, just in case this is your first time. Please subscribe, follow if you want to just geek out with me and some of my friends. I call them family because I'm getting to know them more and more, so I'm super happy. But today I have one of my Kevin Smith brothers, which a bunch of guys who love Kevin Smith movies got together and just started hanging out. You already seen TM. Try and get the other brothers on here so they can geek out with me on this channel right here and just so you can get to know them better. Today I got a brother from up north, one of the coolest guys. I'm super happy I was able to meet up with this little thing that we're doing with Kevin Smith, which is usually Fridays. Right now we're a little hiatus, so we'll have it again soon. So you can just check it out and see how much we love that guy and his movies, which are very underrated. But enough about me. Let's get my brother here to hang out with us and so you can meet him. Neighbor to the north. What's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on. This is on a lovely Sunday afternoon.
Yes. So how's the weather over there? Just a quick one.
It's cold, man. It's so cold. I mean, it's not too bad. It's like 2 degrees Celsius, so it's still
cold.
getting there. And I mean, it was in the minuses last night, so I woke up and I didn't have the heat on in the house because it's been pretty much like 18 degrees. So I'm not sure what that is in your freedom units down there, but
Dang, 18. I gotta double check because
18's good spring weather, spring pre-summer. So with that little bit of that was a good drop. So now it's cold and windy.
It's a nice 78 degrees over here. Nice and sunny, and it was overcast earlier, but now it cleared up. So I wish I was in the 60s or maybe the 50s. That's my perfect weather temperature, where you can put a hoodie and still sport the shorts because I don't like wearing pants.
No, me neither. I mean, now that I'm on the East Coast, I used to be on the West Coast as well, and I would rock shorts maybe except for a month, maybe like December, January, around
Nice.
then. I maybe throw on some pants. The rest of the time, it's all shorts.
Well, first of all, on my side, thank you for chilling with me. I appreciate it. I know you're a busy man at work, so when you hang out with me and geek out, hear it, and the show we do together, I'm freaking happy, dude. Now I know I got a brother up north, another brother up north, so that's super badass.
Yeah, I mean, the hiatus is it's for a good reason.
Yeah.
And we can't get with the scheduling issues, and we can't get all the crew together, and we need to have everyone there. It makes the show fun, right? So,
yeah, hell yeah, it makes it special.
I'll be stoked when we get back to doing that again.
Hell yeah. All right, but before we start, let's say what's up to the chat, see who's chilling with us live, and say hi. Oh, speaking of which, Snoochie Boochie is one of our brothers. Travis. Yeah, what's up? So I have a little surprise that I told you about, but we're not going to. We were talking about in the back. Travis and you're the only one that knows, so we're going to keep it on the down low. TM, I'll DM you later, so we'll talk more, brother. And who else do we have here? Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Another brother right there. David to the north. What's up, brother? And then we have had him the other day, Mr. Wong. Awesome, brother. Always showing love to everybody.
I don't think I can follow Wong. I mean, like he's got some killer books.
That's my Lionbot brother right there. When he pulled that out,
I just geeked out so hard. I was like in awe of some of the stuff that he had. It's just got so much stuff, like so much good Golden Age and just like some real relics.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he said that he didn't have a break in between his collecting. He's been pretty solid.
Yeah, that's
for the whole time.
I didn't think he had that much, and I was like, wow. And he kept his pristine, like that stuff back then is amazing. The way his conditions are, I was like, "Hey Zorus, what's up, brother?
What's up, E?
Oh, E, you missed out. We were supposed to meet up this morning at the yard sale. We had a comic yard sale right by my pad, which was only like 10 minutes away. Woo! Found some bangers for $1, so I was super stoked. I wish you were there, and I know he was taking care of his kids, so it's all good. But what's up, Wesley? What's up?
Some
Thanks for
more
taking the time on
Canadians.
a Sunday, coming and hang out with us. Swaggy, what's up? Another brother, Spine Ticks right there. Check them out on Saturdays. Love that guy. Oh, Mr. Snowman. Dude, all his videos, I just get jealous because I want to go snowboarding. I probably won't do it, but I want to. I'll probably break my neck or leg doing that stuff. But
I can't do that anymore.
dude,
I hurt myself way too many times on the board.
Nah, dude, I love watching them because I wish I could do it. Every time I go to the snow, when it snows here, which is not that often, I get injured. I don't know why, but I do. GP, what's up? Thanks for hanging with us.
We're all totally international here now.
Yeah, dude, we're like all over the place. And that looks like we have right now. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother. Brothers and sisters, anytime we jump in, I'll leave a message, little text right there. I'll try to find you and I'll highlight you just to say what's up to everybody. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I'll look for you guys. But again, thanks for chilling on a Sunday afternoon. Probably going to mid-afternoon for you, so I appreciate you making your schedule to go around this show, brother.
It's 4 o'clock here, so that's
cool.
1 p.m. your time. So I'm into the late stages of the afternoon.
All right. So I always throw the intro if you have any shout outs on your Instagram channel or whatever we do. So we do the Kevin Smith part, but anything else you jump on, I always do it at the beginning because sometimes I forget to do it at the end. So I like doing it at the beginning. So the floor is yours, brother, if you want to shout out the shows you like chilling on.
Yeah, you can find me on IG mostly. So that's my IG down there. I do have a channel, but there's not much content on there, and I do want to change that very soon. There's some stuff on there with like some pickups and just some card pack pulls and that sort of stuff. But other than that, I'm mainly on other people. I was actually on this guy a couple of weeks ago. I'm usually on every second weekend, so it'd be yesterday. Would have been I'm on Chillmonger's channel. We do 33 burning MCU questions or Star Wars questions, and I was on with House of Nerds show 2 weeks ago. I unfortunately had to miss yesterday because I had some work to do around the house, and I get in a lot of shit if I didn't do it. So that takes precedence over going on and answering some questions. But other than that, just whenever people, we do the Kevin Smith stuff. It's on hiatus for now, but hopefully that gets back soon. And basically anybody else who invite me on. I was on with Comic Kingpins last week for their little their anniversary show.
Yeah,
for 6 months, and those guys are all dope. We talk quite often between us in the DMs and stuff, so I was really happy to go on and help support them as well. And I know Swag was on there, and Roscoe was on there. There's so many people were on that show. It was a great Monday night. So other than that, just anybody who wants me on, I'm if I didn't, I work early in the morning, so like I wake up at like 3 a.m, so it's really hard for me to get on most shows. But
nice.
During the day like this, I'm happy.
Yeah, hell yeah. So make sure you I'll put in their information. House of Nerd Show is a new show I found out through Steve. They're hilarious. Check them out. I'll throw in Comic Kingpins, also hilarious, great guys. I'll have their information in the description also, so make sure you follow them up. But dude, I've been watching them for the last 2 months now. So, dude, I love their show. Dude, House of Nerd Show, you guys, Serge and Al, keep it going. You guys make me laugh so much. The chemistry is amazing.
I only checked out when they had Steve on the show. It was a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago, because I was on with Sergio, and then he messaged me. We connected on Instagram afterwards. And I couldn't check out his show live, but I caught the replay and everything, and it was hilarious. I loved it. Yeah,
dude, they're hilarious. I love watching them. All right, so we're gonna continue with the beautiful thing, which is you, my friend. That's what we have this show for, is to show love. No, this is what we show love and get to know you even better. So, what beautiful things, treasures I call them, that you have in your collection that you like to share, so I can get to know you better, brother?
Oh man, well.
First of all, awesome shirt.
Oh, thanks. That's actually from I won it from Jeff at Geek Driven.
Nice.
Yeah,
I got the He-Man
sent me
going.
the sweet He-Man shirt. I think that was on the Spinetix. Was it 500? No, 1,500, something like that.
I think it was
one of those shows.
Yeah, probably 1,000. Nice. But second one before you start, not digging the hat. This one right here, baby. Go Kings, go.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're having a good year. Not as good as the Leafs, but they're still having.
Hey, we're playing good hockey at the right time, so we're coming in hot.
That's very.
That's
very
what you
true.
need to do.
Very true. We're just losing all of our players. I mean, like
you get.
We got rookie of the year candidate just went out last night, so he took a puck to the face, so that wasn't too good.
See, they're loving the shirt, dude. All right, sidetracked you. So let's go for it, brother. What you got in there? I know you have some bangers in there because you're like me. You're a comic hunter, which I love.
Well, I mean, since we're on the subject of hockey, I mean, I think over comic books, hockey is definitely my number one passion when it comes to, in anything. Not say collecting anymore. I do have a lot of stuff that's actually on the wall, so it'd actually be in front of me, but behind the camera. And I've got a bunch of like signed sticks and jerseys and everything from Toronto Maple Leafs players that I've met.
Oh, nice.
My dad used to be in the media, so I would get into a lot of signings and everything like that. So I was really lucky to have some of those relics, and they're on my wall. You just can't see them, but they're there. I'll post something on IG.
Look where we started.
I know. So, well, I mean, Spike's got a good team too.
Sorry,
Phil, not so much. I mean,
sorry, Phil.
Not so much.
Big Her, what's up? Thanks for jumping in, brother. All right.
It's a bad year for Phil, and I mean, he's also a Detroit Lions fan too. So I mean, it's not.
I know his quarterback went to my side of the parts and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I was happy he won it. He deserves it. He's a great player.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I would have liked to see Cincinnati win, but I'm happy Stafford got it. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, for sure.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're on a losing team for what? Well, how long was he on the Lines for? Like 10 years?
Oh, longer than that. I think 12 or 15.
He was drafted by them, right?
Yeah, he was. I think
so I mean, when you're on a shit team for that long, I mean, it's good.
And he was loyal, dude. That's the thing. He didn't want to leave. Like that's one of those players you don't get too often, but you reward the person.
But swag. He also knows. That's my team when it comes to NFL. I mean, we just got Russell Wilson. I'm stoked for this year in football.
I'm a Dolphins fan, so I'm stoked. We got a lot of pickups now. So this is his year. If he doesn't do it, Tua's gone. Like we have the weapons now. He can't. Our defense is always solid, so he can't do it. Then forget about it. But that's a solid.
You guys went through some rough times too.
Yeah,
there's some rough years.
The decades, because I haven't had a Super Bowl the year 2 years before I was born. So I was like, I've never seen a Super Bowl win for us.
I've seen all three of my Broncos win, and baseball. I don't even know what that is.
What is that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Lakers fan, and I know you're a Raptors fan, so you enjoy that one championship, brother. I'll chill with I need another couple of hands championships, but so baseball, not a baseball fan.
No, I've never been.
No, so on baseball, not a fan. So unfortunately on that, we don't cover it. But when I get you on the show, brother, we could talk baseball. My nephew was a big baseball fan. Sorry, Big Herm.
Oh, yeah, that's another disappointing.
Yeah, that organization, unfortunately. All right, I could dig that. Yeah, Rangers. Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a great year. I mean, I just won my hockey pool, so I'm really stoked. And I had Igor Shesterkin, their goaltender, and he kind of led me to the championship this year. So we've been doing our hockey pool for 12 years, and I finally won.
Oh,
My first
sweet!
time in
Congrats.
12 years.
Nice. I was scared when we played them. So when we played the Rangers for the Cup, I was kind of scared when they got that first 2 goals at the beginning. I was like, shoot, because I was at the games. I had season tickets.
Oh, really?
That was my last year. So I was scared.
That was 2012?
14 when we played the Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like scared on that one. But Big Herm, you just have bad luck on your teams, brother. I'm sorry. I've got love for you, though. All right, let's start. We're just sidetracked with sports.
Yeah.
I know these guys.
I know.
That.
All right, that's all I gotta say about hockey. I mean, we can talk hockey again.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
We'll get on that.
We can talk hours for that. I got love for you, brother. I got love for you.
I don't know where to start.
Anywhere you want.
Maybe just some other non-comic book related stuff. That's also nerdy. This is my first and true love when it came to nerddom. I love anything fantasy, and this is probably one of my favorite books. It's the deluxe edition of The Hobbit. Got the book, and it comes with some postcards.
Oh, nice.
So they're actually like postcards from like Rivendell. There's also, it comes with a map.
Oh, that's cool.
There's the map, and it also has a reading by Tolkien himself on a CD as well. So that's that's one of my most cherished possessions. And to follow with it, I have the full set of maps.
Oh yes.
So these guys, I don't want to pull them out because they're absolutely huge.
Yes.
But I wonder if you can see up in the top, they're all painted. So
that is sick.
And it comes with there's like a history book in here, and then all the maps themselves. And so that's something I will never part with. But that's how I got into like nerdy stuff, is with fantasy novels. I was like deep into like the Dragonlance and like the books, the novels based on like the role playing games and stuff like that. It's huge into like Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior and that sort of like all the games and everything. So that's what consumed like my younger days, was just nothing but like fantasy. It was just crazy everything.
That's a great thing, dude. Like what got me into fantasy was the video game. When you remember, was it Gauntlet, where you're the wizard and you play you're the guy, the barbarian with the wizard's about to die.
for the Sega.
Yes.
Yeah, it's for the old school Sega.
Dude, that's what like got me into loving like going to Star Wars, all that stuff. Like that really got me into it. Like I actually bought it right now for my Switch because they had a combo pack, so I just bought it. I was like, I need to play
really?
this. Yeah.
Is it only digital, or is there a physical copy?
I don't know. I just bought the digital because they had like an
one?
Easter sale. Yeah, I want to buy the physical copy, so now I have to look for that though.
I'm just finishing up Final Fantasy VII. So they made it's not a remastered one. There's a remastered. I guess it's a little bit retooled, but like Final Fantasy VIII and 7 are on a combo pack for Switch.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Replaying that, and then those are my games. I mean, I'll play them. I'll play them multiple times. Like it doesn't matter how many times I played, especially that like Final Fantasy VII. I played it, probably on my 10th or 12th run through, and I just
dang.
I mean, since it's been out. I mean, it's been out for 25 years. So
GP, I was just actually playing that yesterday. Golden Axe.
Golden Axe? Oh yeah.
Dude, that's a sick one. No, but that's like 12th run. I could do that with Zelda. Like I actually have the Switch, which has the bundle pack right now. So I'm gonna start the Zelda saga, the whole thing.
All right. Nice.
So I'm gonna start.
I can't wait for Breath of the Wild 2 in November. It's just gonna be. Nobody contact me. I don't want to. I'm not doing anything.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna DM you on that, brother.
I'll be like Mike there with Elden Ring, you know. It's like
Yeah, dude, he'd be
like a
active for a
weekend,
while.
but he's already played like 100 and something hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Inja Binja was there at the same time, like at the same time. I wonder if they were playing together, but like they're hardcore in that. I couldn't even get a hold of them. What else do you have, brother? Let's see. Let's see some other treasures. But
I got tons, man. But okay, so let's get into just some graphic novels that I'm really big on. One of my favorite stories, and actually my favorite band of all time.
Yeah.
So this is the Amory Wars. For those who don't know, this is a book by Claudio Sanchez from the band Coheed and Cambria. So basically, all their music is kind of a soundtrack to these comic books, and it's a sci-fi story. It's just really good, really brutal. The writing's amazing. The art's really sweet. So that's one of my favorites. They've always been like one of my favorite bands of all time. So when I first started listening to them, I had no idea they even had books, and that's what the songs were about. And then after a couple of years of listening to them, I got into the books, and it just makes hearing the music so much better when you can know exactly what they're talking about.
Hell yeah! So for some folks who don't know them, what would you, in what genre would you label them at?
They're like, they're kind of like progressive rock leaning metal, kind of.
Nice.
They're very influenced by like Iron Maiden and just like the super fantasy metal. So yeah, they're Wesley knows.
Yep.
He knows but yeah, that's I have the 2 hardcovers, and I want to get the third. I think there's 4 in the series. I haven't. They just released the third hardcover a couple months ago, so I've yet to get that. But another big one, me being a professional chef, is Hungry Ghosts.
Oh, nice.
So that's Anthony Bourdain. For anybody who knows who he is, just a great. He wrote one of the best books of all time called Kitchen Confidential, just talking about like all the dirty stuff and things that go on behind the scenes. Not dirty stuff, but like the drug use and everything, like just the crazy amount of work and partying and everything like that in the restaurant industry, and he was super real about it. But this was actually this was his last piece of work, I think, before he died.
Yeah.
So he did. It's a 4-issue series from Dark Horse. Actually, it's Burger Books imprint on it from Dark Horse, but it's super cool. It's just like it's like an anthology, but it's kind of loosely based around like the supper club, and it's just really cool.
That's sick.
Highly advise anybody checking that out.
Yeah, I need to, because I used to watch his show. I loved watching his show.
So I mean that, and then what I'm reading right now, I just picked up this. That's the issues 1 to 20 of Sandman. So I'm rereading this for the first time since I was in high school. So that's really fun.
I actually have that in my pull.
I'm on issue. I just finished issue 3 out of it, so it's exactly the way I remember it. And it's weird for me because I don't collect DC, and I don't like much DC. But if you talk to me about like my favorite books and graphic novels and everything like that in series, they all usually come from Vertigo. So, and I put Vertigo, and I guess that's like the precursor to Black Label, before DC completely bought them out. But those are all, I put those stories higher than any Marvel books I've read. So it's weird. I collect Marvel mainly for the artwork and everything, but for when I read, I read a lot of those early DC imprints.
I remember when you told me that the first time, I was like, while you're bored, I was thinking you're a big Marvel fan, and then you told me the situation that you like it for the art, and I'm like, oh yeah, I totally agree. I love the art. Then I go, oh okay, because I started reading DC, then I dabbled into the X-Men. Like X-Men's the one that I love, But then I kind of like follow Jim Lee because I love his art. His art is amazing.
Well, that's what got me into Marvel. Like, I mean, I'll date myself. Yeah, I just turned 40. So, for me, like in the early 90s, that was like, I'm like 10, 11, 12 years old. And that's like right when, Jim Lee's X-Men, Spawn, like Image was just starting. Like comic books were they were crazy. And I was reading, I picked up some issues, here and there at the comic book shop when I went. But I'd pick up an X-Men issue just because I thought it was cool. But like I wasn't really like totally into reading like issue after issue until, when like 1991, 92, when like that Jim Lee X-Men run was just, that was where I got it. It's like, it was so over the top 90s, and the cartoon was out at the same time, and it was like, it's just cool.
Yeah,
so
I totally agree. I think those are the best years in my life, was those years right there, because that's when I was getting into hardcore, into comics, even though I was collecting before that. But like Jim, Todd, Silvestri, Valentino, all their art was just popping for me and like speaking to me. So I'm right there with
art changed, and I like the old school stuff. I really do. I love the old school art. But just something about those, just the way those guys drew things and just took it to like the next level, and things were just so like, it was a comic book at that point. It was like, things were just, they were bigger than the paper it was on, It was,
Todd, I think Todd is the one that stretched that paper the furthest with those legs and everything.
I mean, hate on guys like Rob Liefeld all you want, like with the muscle on top of muscle on top of muscle, but like, and no feet. But I mean, it was cool. Like, it
was cool.
I love seeing that stuff.
I did, and I did it. This the part with his feet, I do hate on it, but his big muscles did like pop, and it made me go, oh wow, this is different. So I give him the respect for that part, for being a person that brought in the new world. So I have respect for that. Dave, what's up, brother? So I agree. I have a little like in him. I have a couple of his books,
So I brought some books to show, just for, I was gonna find a place to put them here. I just brought some books to show like what this is all my interests in, growing up.
1,000 pouches. I agree. Wesley.
So my favorite artist of all time is Todd McFarlane. I mean, I love the way he changed. He changed comic books. He's a marketing genius. The guy is, say what you want about him being arrogant or whatever, but he can back it up. He's great.
Super nice though in person. Super nice in person.
I've never met him, but I could tell he's Canadian. I mean, we're all nice.
Yeah, most of you.
I picked up these.
Oh,
I got Coyote 11.
Nice.
That's his first published.
Yep.
Or arguably, I guess. Yeah. There's Infinity Inc. as well that came out the same time. And then I also picked up 13. So I got his first cover art.
Nice.
That's all with Scorpio Rose. I picked these up a couple months ago. I've been wanting them in my collection for a long time. Just me being a Todd fan. You can't really see behind me, but I have basically most of my slab comics back there are, an ode to Todd McFarlane.
I see your Hulk right there. I see him. That's badass.
Oh yeah, there's a 340 there. There's a 300 up there.
Yeah,
there's another 300 down there. There's a 316 on there.
Yeah, I see it. I know Todd. Me and Todd are good friends. He signed my books.
That's one thing I'm missing. I'm missing an autograph. I've had so many chances to pick up an autograph book. I just never got around to.
I luckily met him. I actually took a picture. He went, I don't remember what con. I don't know if it was LA Con. And he had his little signing, and then he goes, F this. I'm going to open up right now. Let's start a line. And he just started a line. He's like, I'm going to stay here for another hour or two to sign your guys' books. And we were just talking, and he gave me the little story. About his 301, his 317. He puts little spiders on the logo, and it's in the art. So I was like, oh shit. And he was like showing me like the stuff. He was just straight out talking to me. So I was like freaking loving it.
Awesome.
That's what
I'm sure he probably just loves to just chat comics. I mean,
yeah, dude.
Whenever I see interviews with him,
Really?
he's just so genuinely excited that I think it comes off as arrogance, but the guy just seems so stoked to just do what he does. And
Yeah.
that's good for him.
Yeah.
He made an empire out of getting like
sorry.
wasn't he rejected by he was rejected by a few places.
Multiple
Told that
times.
he was never gonna be an artist, and his stuff was too unrealistic for books, and
yeah, he sent it to everybody. He didn't stop. He kept on sending it and sending it and sending it until they finally said, just come in. He relentless. He just went after it. So kudos to him, dude, and his empire. I have nothing but love for that guy. Plus, I love his art. He's amazing.
Yeah.
If I can find a piece from him, I would buy it. Like if it wasn't crazy expensive.
I'd love to. What was it that I've seen some original Todd art go for. I mean, it's more money than I make in quite a long time.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd never be able to afford it, unless I somehow.
I was hoping to do like one of those, what is it, Twitch or whatever it's called, where they do the artist draw. Like Jim Lee gives away a piece every time if you're a paid subscriber.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I might jump on there and see if I love watching it anyways, but just be a subscriber and hopefully win a piece from him. So maybe.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Do you have any more Todd goodness?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd say this is like it's not the first comic I ever bought, but it's the first comic I went out looking for and was excited about. And I got
newsstand, nice.
Yeah. And I had to. I have 2 other copies of Spawn 1, but they were all direct, and I just wanted it because I didn't have a comic book shop. We had one in the city, but in my little town, it was like I was in like a little suburb, and we had the video store, and the video store had a spinner rack, and like we would get it was just whatever books. But I remember specifically they were really pushing Spawn. And everyone had like the marketing for Spawn, and I went and I got that. And so that's not my original copy. I had to go and find this again, but
I found 2. I got lucky with one. There's another Canadian brother, DX. What's up, my brother?
Hey, what's up, Dan?
I found one at my local comic shop that has back issues. He gave me a sweet deal on it, and then 2 of my buddies and I started buying raffle tickets to this one guy who raffled mystery boxes. So if your number got pulled, you get to pick a mystery box, and he had 12. And I luckily won Todd McFarlane 9.6 newsstand autograph. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's one of my prized possessions in my collection. Just because it's Todd, dude. It's like 90s goodness right there.
The early Spawn stuff. I haven't read much after, but I like the first 25 issues or so. Or it's just they were the shit as a kid. Like, just so much. Just hyper violent goodness. I love it. Just Image was just like everything that Marvel couldn't do on paper. They were just like, we're just gonna do it. And dude,
but his art is amazing. I could just watch that and like for days and just stare at it because dude, his work is so good. These guys are just cracking me up over it.
I think next I'll just go into like some nostalgia stuff.
All right, let's do it.
That's my big
Philly Phil. What's up, brother?
Big stuff what I wanted to get in my collection. And it didn't really matter what the grade was, and I didn't care. But it was just I loved cartoons. Like cartoons, like being like an 80s, 90s kid, that was what you did. Saturday morning cartoons before school, after school. One of the big ones for me growing up, in the late, like being a kid in the late 80s and early 90s, was Transformers. So, and this is also from the homeland, if you can see it. It's a $1 price tag, so nice Canadian newsstand.
That's amazing.
Got this a couple years ago. I had to have this in my collection. Like I had to, Transformers is such a huge part of my life, like growing up. So that was one that I paid dearly for. but it's I think the funny story is that I took it home from the shop and I didn't buy it. The boss of the shop, he asked me to press it for him, and so I did, and I literally pulled it out of the press and immediately e-transferred him the money because it was amazing. I just pulled it out flawless, and it was like one of my best pressing jobs that I've done. So
Dude, that's a beautiful
really
book.
happy.
Dave, you have a great day, brother. Yeah, right there, dude. Wesley's, that's a grill of his right there that he needs to get. Dude, that's a beautiful book, especially Canadian. You know how hard that is to find? Dude, jealous right there. Jelly right there.
It's like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's like absolutely, it's flawless. I'm just scared to send it in. I just don't want it to come back like a 9.6 just because I know what it looks like. And, I guess next for me would be, this one's a big one for me.
Oh, yes.
Thundercats. I mean, yeah. I mean, 80s kid. That's that right there. Saturday mornings, early before school, I'd always catch Thundercats.
Oh, yeah.
And we would always have to fight with, because I went to like, there's like the community mom who would like have all the kids over before school, right? And you'd wait at the, for the bus at her place, and we'd always get a chance to watch one show before the bus came. And it was either a toss up between, it was like Thundercats and Care Bears were on at the same time. So we had to alternate back and forth. And
I'll do the Care Bears there.
I mean, it was all good too. I didn't mind either one, but yeah. I mean, I always, the days where I got to watch Thundercats, I was like, that was my jam.
That is a good one. Dude, we're like twins here, baby. We have the same books.
I don't have oh man. I wish I had a first print of this, but I had to add it. I mean, it's a 5th print, but it's still who didn't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Like, it's not in great shape, but it's mine, and I love it. So it's always displayed next to Thundercats.
I can tell when you look at it that you love that book. That's what I'm talking about right there.
I think another. This is a little bit earlier, but I remember always. One of my friends, he was like really, really into all the anime and everything like that when I was really little, because like his family would go and get him all the stuff when they went overseas, and they bring it back, and like he would watch all the anime and read all the stuff. But I mean, this really got me hooked on that sort of animation. It's also a Canadian price.
I can see. Well. That is
so. It's not in good shape. I don't care. I love it. Voltron was always a huge part of my childhood as well. I had the toys. That was it. Another big one out of the 80s too that was really awesome. And it's also a DC book.
Yes, Mask.
I do have a Canadian price variant, but it's beat the shit. So this one's my it's direct, but it's still it's a nice copy. I think I have 3 copies of this, but
I love that show so much that my first email from Yahoo is Switchblade Mask. Nice. I still use it because I love the chopper that turned to a plane from Venom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Venom. Yeah, that's the name of it. So everybody's all, where do you get that from? I'm all, you have to be an 80s kid. That's a cartoon.
I heard things that there's like a possible merger between like all these Hasbro companies and stuff like that.
Oh.
Like with like G.I. Joe and Mask and like they're all supposed to like be sharing like a shared universe or something. Like,
oh, what, really?
So I heard that years ago, but I'm not sure if it's ever gonna happen. But I did hear the rumors of it.
Oh,
and that'd be super sick if that happened.
Dude, that'd be nice.
I guess last for like cartoon books, and this one's awesome. This is probably into my later years of watching cartoons. Gargoyles.
Nice.
It's also newsy.
Oh.
And yeah, this book's flawless. I love it. Like the casting, the voice acting cast on this is top notch, probably the best of all
Top-notch.
time.
Yes.
I mean,
for sure.
maybe the Batman animated series, the one with Mark Hamill
Yeah.
as the Joker,
Joker.
that might rival the cast on this. But I was always a huge Star Trek fan, so when I found out there's a couple people from Star Trek who voiced the gargoyles, that made me even love them even more. So
Gargoyles.
I think that's the end of like actual cartoon books and stuff that like, you know.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Oh dang.
John, what's up, brother? Oh, you missed earlier today. You should have went. That was a clean yard sale.
Oh yeah, you guys are all in the same area.
Yeah, a couple of us were supposed to meet earlier today, but they got sidetracked. But it's all good. I was showing them.
When I say Star Trek, it does not beat Star Wars. I have like, if I was to go into like Star Wars books and memorabilia and stuff, we'd be here for a long time. So,
guys, what's up, brother? Yeah, definitely.
I love Star Wars. So.
I love Star Wars, but I do like Star Trek. But I'm more next gen on.
I do like next gen. I didn't really like Deep Space Nine that much.
I didn't like it until the mid to like later parts where it got better.
The first couple seasons were not.
I agree.
Voyager was amazing.
Yes,
that was like one of my favorites.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't watch. I started watching Enterprise. I
haven't watched that. I need to watch that. Is it good?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, that saves me time.
It's not great. I like Picard. I haven't watched season 2 yet because we don't get Paramount Plus.
Oh, okay. So, I think I have it in a bundle. I'm gonna have to check that one out. I haven't had time to watch that yet. I got stuck on Yellowstone. I've been watching Yellowstone. My friend, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch. All right, I'll watch it. So, been watching that lately. No, dude, those are some amazing like flashback books, brother. Dude.
Yeah, man. I got another DC book for you too.
All right.
I mean, now just showing my love. I don't read a lot of Marvel books, and I think I've mentioned it with like when TM was talking to me and stuff. I don't read Marvel books hardly at all. I collect them for the art.
Mm-hmm.
I love the artwork. There's just some now. It's mainly cover buys only. I buy certain artists. I love their art pieces. The stories, I don't have time to keep up with all the, with buying week after week and getting into the tie-ins and stuff like that. So, I mainly buy indies. I love it that, indies are, anywhere from like a 5-issue mini to like a 12-issue, even some of the bigger ones, they're only like 50 issues, right? So you're not reading that much. You don't have to go search through like years and years and years of backstory just to understand, what's going on. So this is one of my favorites and another DC book, Transmetropolitan.
Nice.
It's DC. It's the Helix imprint of DC. I'm stoked that they're doing something with that. I'm not sure if it's a series, movie, anything. But that was actually sent to me in a trade. So I love trading books with anybody who knows me on IG knows that they can, I hunt books for people if they're looking for stuff. I actively trade. I do a mystery. My friend CPV Crush and I do a mystery trade every couple months or so. We just send each other books and, so I'm waiting on one from him coming back. I already sent him off some. So,
nice.
But I did pick up this is a grail of mine that I picked up a couple weeks ago. I got
nice.
Saga number 1 of first print. It's not great. There's, it's probably like a 9, maybe an 8.59, but I don't care. I have it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I actually just picked up the hardcover, the collected 1 to 3, yesterday. So when I'm done Sandman, I'm going to start over Saga again.
Nice.
And reread that. But I'd say
I feel like I'm looking at my collection. This is so cool. I picked that Saga up. Shout out to Rudy. I went to his shop in San Diego and I found that.
Pristine,
oh wow! Like a 9.8.
Nice.
and he just told me when I was at San Diego Comic-Con in November, back when they did the Thanksgiving thing, he goes, it's only like 3 blocks away. So we went down there and I found it. And I was like, oh, shit. I had to jump on it.
That's sweet.
Dude, that's a good book.
Anybody else who knows? I'm not as huge as some of the guys in like, I collect foreign comics. A lot of the stuff you can see, can't really see it too well. But I mean, I have like a first Sinister 6. There's like, Avengers 8, but they're all from different countries. So I got into the foreign comic collecting because I found a Thor 338 from Nigeria, which is actually above my right there. It's actually the only one. It's the only one that exists according to the comics database. Nobody's ever seen another copy. The printing company out of Nigeria only made 3 comics before they went bankrupt and they stopped printing books. And I didn't know what it was, so I reached out to a bunch of guys online in a Facebook group. There's a couple of guys who I follow, like Robert Fordham. They're Phil with Spanish Saga. Those guys were like so welcoming. Matt Roybal. They're all guys who do a foreign comic collector magazine group on Facebook. Great guys. Always willing to help you. And I didn't know what foreign comics were. And they were like, hey, you have something here, go check the comics database. There's nothing in there, upload a photo and stuff. And then I started getting into foreign books, mainly because they were at one point a cheaper alternative for you to find books that you couldn't afford and eBay price it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't pull them off the wall, but I mean, I have some books up there, like, I have a Spanish ASM 300. I have an ASM Annual 1 from Italy. I have an Adventures 8 from Italy. There's like, I have a Thor 1 in 75, number 1, the first Jane Foster from Mexico. There's some like cool books. So I brought a couple just that were that actually weren't up on the wall. So we have, there's a Ultimate. So that's Ultimate Fallout 4, but it's actually from Brazil.
That's
so it's
cool.
Portuguese. So I did have an Ultimate Fallout 4. I actually traded it away, but I did keep my. I had 2 of these. I gave one to a friend. I forget what I actually got back in return, but he was looking for an Ultimate Fallout 4 and he was priced out. And I was like, well, you know what? I can hook you up. I have 2 of these. So I kept one.
That's sick.
And then I got these. I also used to have this book as well. This one is from Spain, I think.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, no, this one's Brazilian too. This one's Brazilian. Never mind. So that's a Venom 3, and you get the Venom 3 and 4 in it, because most of the time with foreign books they do like 2 issues per.
Yeah.
So that's cool, and I have its Italian counterpart here.
Oh, that's sick.
So
nice.
Those are just 2 cool foreign books. I think another one that I do have in the back, I do have an ASM 238. It's signed by John Romita Jr. and it's from Mexico. So it's a smaller format. It's beat up. If you read the list, the low grades would be really proud. I've showed it to them before. All those guys. It's a 2.5, glue holding the entire book together. There's every flaw wrong with it, but it's signed and it's amazing. So that's as far as like foreign books. But I do collect older books as well. I mean, so I just brought a couple.
All right. Travis, did you have some Spawn foreign ones?
I do, yeah. I do have a Spawn 1 to 10 from South Africa that I acquired.
That's cool.
Those are really cool. Those are really hard to get to. So I was really happy. They're really cool because it's like Battle Axe Entertainment or something. There's like a giant axe like as their logo. It's pretty cool. I'd say my favorite book is probably ASM 300. I got it a couple years ago, three or 4 years ago. So that was like my grail at that point. I was like, oh, I can stop collecting. I got ASM 300. Wow, I was wrong. But this is probably my favorite cover art of all time. And I got it, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago or so. It was like a Christmas present to myself. But I got Strange Tales 107.
Nice.
And it's a pretty modest grade of a 5.5. But I just love that. The Jack Kirby cover. It's just so cool. I love the old art as well. Like I was saying, it's just like I love it. And I'd say probably my second favorite book that I own is probably FFN 1.
That's beautiful.
And it's only a 3.5, but it presents really, really well.
It presents amazingly, yes.
It's super early Spider-Man appearance. I think it's like 5th or 6th appearance of Spider-Man. Origin of Submariner, partial origin of Fantastic Four. A couple first appearances in there too. So, I mean, it's, I traded this for Venom 3, the third print, when it was like super hot.
Super hot. Nice.
And I got this, and I think I may have made out with that, the better end of that deal. So I mean, at the time, no, but
that's badass. Question from Rudy. What gives you greater joy, selling a book or making it good profit?
I don't sell books.
Same here.
I've sold a couple books because I really wanted a Darth Vader 3, and I figured it was only going up, with the Book of Boba Fett and everything like that, and all the speculation around it. And I really wanted a Darth Vader 3, and I was like, well, I can't afford it right now. So I sold a couple books and that's the only time I've actually like sold books. I'm always up for trading, and I love trading with people because both parties get something that they really, really want, and you can say that, like sometimes maybe your book or one book might be $50, might be more expensive, but you don't care because you're getting something in return that you don't have to spend your money on as well. And the other person's getting something in return that they don't have to spend their money on. And it makes both people happy. And so that's I'm a huge advocate of trading comics, and especially like just making friendships, and like, what people want sometimes, like I have, there's some people when I see certain books, I'm just like, I just grab them, because I just know that they're somebody's hunting for them and wants them, so. And I've had people, the Transmetropolitan I got from from a friend as well, from CPV Crush. He knew that I was hunting it, and he was like, I have another copy. He had 2 copies, and he's like, it's not in great shape, but you can, he's like, just send me something. I can't remember what I sent him, but I sent him a bunch of books, and he was like super stoked about them. So,
yeah, it's the best thing.
And it was a good time.
And that goes to the same spot for me, Rudy. I don't sell my books. I rather just trade, or I do give some away if I have doubles, and it's not like something big, but if it helps you fill your collection, I don't mind giving them away.
I also I talked to my shop too. I've got a good rapport with my shop. I actually just brought in a few books because I'm downsizing, and I wanted a couple bigger books, and just being able to go in and say like, hey, I brought him a whole bunch of stuff relating to like Thor: Love and Thunder, which he actually sells books. He's a comic shop, so like they're hot books right now, and I knew that he could make some money for the shop, and he had some books that I wanted. So I went in, and I knew I could probably post them online and and sell them and probably make more money, but the fact that I didn't have to pay for, I'm not a huge Thor fan. The fact that I didn't have to pay for, I got a couple Star Wars books that I wanted. I got an Ultimate Fallout 4 second print that I wanted. It was just books that I wanted, and I didn't want to pay the money for. And I didn't care that I maybe took a $100 or $150 loss or $200 loss. It's not really lost. Because I've held those books for years, and I just I bought them for a couple bucks, and
And if it gets what you
Absolutely.
want, that's the best thing.
Absolutely.
Brandon, what's up? You just jumped in. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
Okay.
Dude, that's sick, dude. But I'm loving your foreign collection. I'm gonna probably dabble into some of that, especially some Mexican comics. That'd be kind of cool to have.
There's some really cool ones. Again, those guys on the Facebook groups and everything like that. They actually run it was on Comic Book Invest. They used to have a segment called Global Comics Safari that those guys did. And they had stuff on YouTube as well, but they go into like tons of like crazy like Spanish books that are like, like they're Mexican stories, and like there's like South American like stories where it's like they weren't reprinted in for Marvel, or like they're not Marvel comics, they're not DC. It's just like that's not. I actually have
Nice.
my logo is actually influenced by a Mexican comic. It's one of the non-canon Spider-Mans where like Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy's alive in Mexico, and and all that good stuff.
Nice.
So actually, I forgot my biggest and most prized possession. This is probably my favorite book. I forgot about you, and it's completely worthless, but it's worth something to me. This is original art done by one of my best friends.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so he did this one of a kind. There's actually Azor's Tiger has one by this gentleman. Sith Lordly has one, and I think oh man, I forget who got it from. Somebody won it on the Spine Chicks 1000. I donated one, but he did 4 sketches for me, and this one I kept.
That is
So
sick.
it's actually done by my buddy Alex, and yeah, he's an animator actually he does work on My Little Pony.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and the Transformers Kids show. So he does he puts the accessories on the ponies.
Nice. Yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah, I love that.
He did that for me, and that's something that's always going to be in my collection. I love it. It's like my favorite cover.
Dude,
that's all I got for show and tell. I mean, I got a lot of tell, but not a lot of show.
No, you showed a lot of stuff, and now we got to know you even better. But we already went through an hour, brother. That's how fast and fun this was. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
dude, I love your collection, man. I'm now getting to know for sure. And I checked out Travis about your show when you guys were talking to the community. Like I got to know you better there, but like seeing it, one-on-one with you and the chat, chilling with us. I know Todd was your man. Now other people get to see you just in case. Sub up TM also, guys, just in case you guys are watching.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He always shows love to everybody, so check him out. I'll throw his description too on the bottom with the other 2 great people that we have. But dude, I had blast chilling with you.
I only talked about Todd. I didn't even talk about A. This is how much he that's just how much he affected. I guess another one of my favorites, Scotty Young. Because I wouldn't say I'm an artist. I love to dabble in art. I love to paint. I love to draw. I come from a very artistic family, so my partner's she's a great artist. So I try. But I'd say like he on my artwork itself, Scotty Young definitely is like the heaviest influence. I just love his style. I love I can't wait I got told by Travis that I hadn't read Middle West and I have to read that. And I also can't wait to read Twig as well. So I've heard he's like just as good of a writer as he is an artist.
Yeah, so his writing is amazing. I buy Scotty Young covers for my wife, and actually shout out to Batmite. I just traded Kilowog for her because she really wanted it, so I didn't mind trading for a couple of Scotty Young books she won. And she was like, "Are you sure, Mom? Hey, that's what we do with each other, right? It doesn't matter. I don't care." I didn't have these books for my wife's collection, so I traded with her. Yeah, dude, I love his work. I was lucky enough to meet him once at WonderCon. So I didn't get to go this year because he was there. He always at WonderCon, so it's pretty cool. dude.
I just love that he's so, because I follow him on IG, and he's always got original art coming out all the time that's like accessible, and it's not like, I mean, it's pricey, but it's not like, if you look at original art, it's not pricey.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
when it
affordable.
comes down to it, yeah. And
I'm gonna buy
he makes it so, and I like that. So
yeah, I have to dude, I have to buy one for my wife. I'm gonna have to one day. So I'm saving up for that, and I'm just gonna buy an original piece from him and just give it to her for her birthday or our anniversary. So
I guess I
that's
want to
my
ask you a question, man.
yeah,
So
brother.
what are you most excited for? Let's go with movie wise, TV wise, and upcoming books. Like a rapid fire here. Like what do you got?
Oh, we're flipping it on me. Movie wise, I'm waiting. I actually want to see the TV show. I want to see the Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I'm stoked for that. I saw Batman. I enjoyed it. That's a current one that I just saw, so I was happy about that. I am waiting to see Gambit in the big screen, not the way we saw him before, but see him and Nightwing.
Nobody wants to see that.
I know, but I do, but not the way they had it.
No, nobody wants. I mean, sorry, Channing Tatum. Nobody wants to see.
I don't want that. But I want Gambit and Nightwing on the big screen. Titans I do like, but I want them on the big screen with Batman. I want to see that. Those are my two biggest things. As far as books, I'm looking forward to the new Gambit series that's coming out. I already have it on my pull list. He's not the greatest character for some people, but I love him, and that's just me. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Something Killing the Children. I have to start reading again. I haven't. I need to catch up. What else is there? And I think that's all of your questions, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to see. You know, it's nice to, hear what other people are excited about. If I'm gonna name them off, movie wise.
Yeah. How about you, brother?
Oh man, I mean, I'm excited for Doctor Strange. Just for, I want to see where like the next like phase is going. Really, because like we got like little glimpses of it with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We saw it in WandaVision, and I want to see where they're going with this. Thor, I'm interested in in all those movies, but I'd say the big one, I'm Across the Spider-Verse, and I heard it's been pushed back, and now it's a two-parter. It's been pushed back till next year. But I'm really stoked for that, because that's actually that's in my top 3 for like comic book movies. Nice. I don't even what Pete. What time is it over there?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
He's still in the morning. No, he's gotta be at night. He gets ahead. Yeah, he's ahead by like 4 or 5 hours.
What time is it over there? Throw it on the chat, brother.
It's got to be like 4 or 5 hours difference ahead. So I'm already 4 hours ahead of you.
Yes.
So.
It's 9 p.m. over there.
I guess. Oh yeah. So he's 4 hours ahead.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Dang.
Man, shows. Obi-Wan for sure. Like Star Wars. I don't care what anybody says. I like Book of Boba Fett. I thought it was cool. I thought I didn't mind that it was kind of slow and had lots of backstory and stuff. You know what? The inconsistencies and stuff. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just making fun stuff. They're just shows. It's not.
People take
you don't have to be like. You don't have to be completely, totally accurate or anything like that. Who cares? They're putting out content. It's good. It's awesome. We got to see some cool stuff. We got to see another Rancor. We got to see, I think Obi-Wan's going to be amazing. Especially because they brought back Ewan McGregor and they're bringing back Hayden Christensen. Like, there's going to be, it's going to have some good solid content. But I think the biggest one is Sandman. I'm looking forward to Sandman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's why I'm rereading this. I mean, that was always the book when I was in high school. It was like, and even to now, it's like people who don't read comics, they've read Sandman. Yeah. It's like I worked with this one girl. She's never read. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm reading some comic books tonight." And I was like, was like, oh, what are you reading? She was like, Sandman. I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'm not really. I remember reading that, and like, I'm not really a huge DC guy. Like, what else are you reading? She's like, that's it. You know, it's like they're just for maybe it's just from Neil Gaiman being a great author in general. You know, that attracted into the like those other people who aren't really into comic books. But
Yeah.
I'm stoked for that.
How about reading?
Reading. Ah, man, I'm like, there's a couple things. I mean, Something's Killing Children. I'm waiting to stack up a few issues because I just don't. I hate reading one issue and then having to wait. So I read when I first got into it. I read the first 3 issues, and then I waited until like 1 to 16 came out. Or is it? What was the first 2? No, it would be 1 to 12. The first 2 trades, and I bought those, and I just read them all. And then I read the third, and it's like I'm just waiting for them to stack up a little bit, or especially if a trade comes out. You know, I got the hardcover as well, so I can reread those once I get another. So that's a big one. Like I said, Twig. I think that like it looks cool.
I don't like buying variants anymore, but I bought the Nintendo variant of that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen that.
I'll show it to you when I get it. I was like, oh, Scotty Young. All right, I'll just get it. Especially with Nintendo.
I got the Ash can. The preview.
Nice. Yeah.
That cost me a little bit of money, but I like Scotty Young. And it's not even his artwork. Yeah. But it's cool though. I like I forget the guy's name. It's like Kyle, just with a T.
Yeah, there's a T.
Yeah, I can't remember his last name.
Somebody's gonna know. But that's cool.
Yeah. So I guess those are some big ones that I'm looking forward to.
Nice. Yeah, Obi-Wan is gonna be the one I wanna. We're gonna have to chat, especially when we got the guys together and we're gonna just BS behind the scenes. We're gonna have to do that.
No, it's coming out soon, man. Like another month.
Yeah.
What's today? Today's 24th?
Yeah. 23rd? It's supposed to be the 27th or something?
26th or 27th of May, yeah. It coincides with the 50th anniversary of Star Wars.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But I'm getting stuck on those Legos. My wife got me into Lego, so I'm picking up the Lego sets that come out on the 4th. I'm gonna go to Disneyland and just pick up some Lego sets there.
Yeah, and I'm so jealous. I saw, what was it, when the Sith on Spinetix showed, one of his buddies showed the Darksaber that he picked up from Disneyland for Star Wars. Oh my God. I want it. I want it.
I picked up my Ahsoka. I have it back there. The dual blades. It's in the case. Nice. I have it underneath my at Walker. So I built that. So I put it underneath that. I'm thinking I'm taking it to Celebration and have her sign it. So.
That's sweet.
So I'll probably do that. Well, guys, I know you guys have been chilling with us. I appreciate it. Please sub them up this way. I always do it backwards. I don't know. I do it backwards.
Somewhere.
I'm no good at it.
Yeah, right there.
There we go.
I'm more active on IG, so like just hit me up on IG, man. I'm always down for talking comics and you know, trading books, anything you see up there. I mean, there's some things that obviously I won't part with, but like if there's something you want up there, like just hit me up. And if you have something cool, like, you know, I don't know, or if you just want to chat comics, or if you want to have me on a show like you did, JD, that's cool too.
Dude, anytime you're welcome here, brother. You know you're welcome here. So anytime you just want to jump on and just BS, we'll BS and talk about anything. I'm down. Anyone here I hang out with, which is all of you guys, I find this how do you call it? Therapy for me. I get to talk to my friends and geek out. This is the best thing I can do for me. Nothing wrong with me, but I just love doing it, and it makes me makes my soul like go on fire in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like there's people like I've never met.
Yeah.
Except for on stream or in DMs and whatnot, that I feel like I know. You know, it's like, you know, that you talk with so often that, you know, you don't even have to see them in person, really. It's
yeah, and I love this because now we hang out with our other brothers and then we do the Kevin Smith thing, and I'm getting to know you even more and more, which is I love even more. But it gives me an excuse because when you're moving, there's a chance I'm going to hit Seattle because my brother-in-law used to live there, and I'll just drive up there and just chill with you for a day and just say hi.
Yeah, hopefully. I make it.
Yeah, you'll make it, brother.
Oh well, hopefully if any of my family, I haven't told anybody or my work or anything yet. But no, it's been in the works. I might go cross country, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
But thank you everybody for hanging out with us. You've been the realest, brother. You're 4'11".
I'm really 4'11". I'm pretty. Oh man, you're not too far off. I'm not that tall. That's for sure.
He's a little bit taller, I think. But thanks for showing me, brother. I appreciate it. Sub him up. Follow his Instagram. If you want to do some trades, maybe he can find you some Canadian variants. And he needs stuff. So there's another brother right here you can trade with in the community. Great guy. I can vouch for this guy. Sub him up and wait for his coming soon YouTube channel with content. So I can't wait to see that, brother.
Yeah, man. Well, it's active now. It's like I only have like 4 videos up. So
yeah, coming soon. Meaning you're gonna be doing
more content, man. Yeah. More content. So, anyways, thank you very much for having me on, JD. That's awesome. It's been like a month since we chatted on Kevin Smith, so it's like I miss you, man.
Likewise, brother. So I was super stoked with this. I was like, oh, please don't be busy. I go, I have to see one of my brothers right now. But everybody, you guys have a great Sunday. You guys be safe, like we always say it. And one day we will see each other, Brett, because I say that to everybody. And I before God takes me, I hope I get to meet all of you guys. So you guys be safe, and you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you.
Peace.
On the Kevin Smith Show.